The suspended Public Protector, Busisiwe Mkhwebane, was today denied entry to the head office of the Public Protector in Tshwane. The suspended Public Protector was returning to work despite President Cyril Ramaphosa saying that her intentions are misconceived. Mkhwebane wrote to the President on Monday, saying that it was her intention to go back to work because the work of the Section 194 Committee probing her fitness to hold office had finished its work. But in a hard-hitting response, Ramaphosa outlined why he said Mkhwebane is wrong in her interpretation of the legal process. A security detail has since been withdrawn.
The leadership in the police service have told my protectors they can't be held responsible. It's like I'm defiant, and unfortunately they cannot allow them to be involved in such, and apparently I was going to be blocked, or the police can't allow me to enter the office.
Mkhwebane says her intention to return to the office today was to provide more clarity for the public. She's defended her tenure as Public Protector.
History has no blank pages. History will judge those. If I'm wrong and I'm this person who's portrayed to be this useless, incompetent person, but for me, I would say to the public, I tried my best. I protected you. Three clean audits with improved performance. 412 reports I issued, only few, and now it's put out there in the media that so many court judgments, but few court judgments, and in the parliamentary process, I was only facing 4 judgments against me.
Our reporter Juniour Khumalo was there. He joins us now. Juniour, good evening to you. Thanks for staying with us so late on the Pulse tonight. So Busisiwe Mkhwebane writes a letter to the President. She says, I'm coming back to work. There is, of course, still a parliamentary process. The National Assembly has to vote on whether to adopt the decision to remove her from office or not. We have the President hitting a response back. Glad to see the lawyers are busy. What happened outside the Public Protector's office?
Thank you so much for having me. What happened today was that there was an increase in security that happened earlier in the morning. We got there around 8 a.m. and around 9 o'clock when she confirmed to media houses that she was going to go back to the office, there was a significant increase in the security that was there. She came, I think, around 11 to the offices of the Public Protector. She was denied access. She came in one car without any protection. As we've heard her speak about this, she indicated that the security were told not to accompany her to that premises today.
And what does she say about why she was there? I mean, it seemed to fly in the face, certainly, of what the President was saying.
She indicated that when the President communicated with her of the intention to suspend her, he had indicated that the suspension would last until the inquiry had ended. So she believes that the inquiry itself has ended. But we saw the President coming back and saying that the inquiry only ends once the National Assembly votes on whether to be impeached or not. And then once the vote has happened, then the President himself has to take a decision.
Okay, so we've got all of this happening. We've obviously seen her track record. We've seen how do I put this, her critics' view of her track record in the Section 194 Committee. She didn't respond to questions in the end. How does she justify what happened? What's her version?
She basically said that people are only focusing on the 4 cases that were focused on during that inquiry. She says that there are over 100 cases, over hundreds of cases that she dealt with, and none of them have been challenged. The 4 cases that she has been found guilty of misconduct and incompetence in are the only ones that people seem to prefer to point out. So she says that she should be judged overall by the work that she and the office have been doing. And also, the questionable part, Stephen, is that the Public Protector herself got a legal opinion on the 24th of August. If she indeed wanted to go back to the office, she could have indicated earlier that she was going to go back to this office, but she only indicated yesterday that she wants to go back to the office. So the President also pointed at that and saying that there was a discrepancy there if you're saying that your intentions were mainly based on going back to do the service for South Africans.
Quite a strange thing, going back to her own office. I mean, I realize it's occupied by an acting Public Protector. She arrived without a security detail. Did she have any realistic chance of actually getting into the office physically. I didn't realize that people wanted to work in physical offices anymore.
I don't think she would have gotten in physically because of the increase in security, but she spoke to some of the security officials telling them that she is still a public protector, so she should be allowed to go in, and they told them that she was not allowed to go in. So I'm not sure what exactly she wanted to achieve by doing that, because we asked her this, and she said that given her interpretation of what the president had indicated initially, the current acting public protector is then supposed to step down and be the deputy, according to her.
Juniour Khumalo, thank you very much indeed. I'm sure more to come over that story.